Alright, it shows we're streaming. I'll go over here and double check that. And I think we are good to go. Yep, it shows we are streaming. And I think we are good to go. Yep, we'll kill the microphone. So that way we won't have any feedback. And we are up and running. So, all of the invitations for the Zoom link have been sent out. The Zoom link have been sent out. Now we have a problem. Dang it. Thought I had set my hotkeys to not interfere with anything, and lo and behold, the first one I try does not work. That is interesting. So I've got to figure out what's up with that. Okay, that's good. So it looks like Gary is going to be the first one in tonight.
Yep.
And no echo. My goodness, you're getting better at this.
I got nothing on right now. Joe, I have no browsers up. Is your picture a startup password?
It says my picture is the computer is configured to require a password in order to start up. Please enter the setup password below.
Okay.
Yes, that is my current picture. It was a joke.
Yes, I'm like, I started typing. No, I'm kidding. I said, no, that's my
No,
thing.
it's me. I just haven't done anything with my hair, so I decided to leave the picture up for now. So
what's going on today? How'd your doctor go?
6 vials of blood. It was great. I loved it.
Any more you call him vampire?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to start calling him anyway. Find out in a couple days. I mean, it's a start. I do know what little bit of work I did yesterday, cleaning this room up and rearranging that. I had leg cramps galore this morning, so I really fear tomorrow morning because I worked outside for about 3.5 straight hours today, cleaning up the Christmas lights in the garage and corralling the chickens. And
well, you could have just told the neighbors that you're up early for next year. Didn't have to take them down.
Yeah, I tried that once in Las Vegas and caught some grief from some people. So, and it wasn't really that much. I did find out the ground is frozen enough you can't take stakes out.
I hope so. You had a couple of darn near big days for me last week.
Yeah, well, it only took breaking 5 of them to determine that I couldn't take them out anymore. So, I'm a slow learner.
Did you hear from Mr. Alex?
I did actually hear from Mr. Alex. He's at church right now.
Went tonight?
He said he'd join us shortly. He actually asked if I would hold this off for a little bit, and I was like, "No, I kind of want to go early." I really was shooting for about a half hour ago, but I was trying to set some things up. I worked on my hotkeys, and I thought I had them set to where nothing would conflict with anything else. And the very first one I try, what's it do? It mutes the microphone. So I got to find one more key that won't be affected. Everything else is good. I tested it all out. Can't win. No, that's a good day. Chickens had to be put up. I'm sitting here doing something on the computer, and the doorbell rang, and this guy comes up, the people that are doing the fiber optics, and he says, "Are those your chickens out there?" I'm like, "Yeah, they are." He goes, "There's a hawk circling around. You might want to go put them up." I'm like, "Okay, I better go do that." So,
I didn't think that was a myth.
No, I've seen a hawk out there before, and the chickens actually get really goofy and paranoid when they see it. It's kind of interesting, actually, but I don't know what I think they might have run and hid under the car or something because I couldn't find them. I'm like, great, done lost all the chickens, after I bought a big bag of food today. So all of a sudden, here they come, all of them but 2, and they all followed like the Pied Piper. They all followed me to the coop, and I stood there and said, "Go in the coop," and very reluctantly, one by one, they did. So, and then I counted chickens. I'm like 2 short. So I'm like, "Gosh, doggone it! Now I got to go find these 2 chickens." I swear, I have no clue where they were at. But
Did you get them?
oh yeah, I got them. Yeah, they come running out of. I think they were hiding in the neighbors' bushes actually, which is a sign they probably did see the hawk. Um, they come running up, and one of them's feathers looked kind of funny, so I thought, this ain't good. And I caught it and looked at it. It was fine. It hadn't been attacked or anything. So um, got them all in there. They're all safe and sound. Everybody's happy except for me. I'm the one who had to lug the 50-pound feed around. So
How much? How many eggs a day do you get?
during the summer, we were getting, when we had 16 chickens, we were getting 15 to 16 eggs a day. We had 3 die, so now we're down to, well, we had 4 die. Take that back. We had 4 die. So now we're down to 12 chickens. So I'm looking for about a dozen a day.
What do you do? I mean, even
We have 2 eggs a day here, and then I give them to my neighbors, and then anything that's left over, I take to the family, and then anything that's left over, I take out to a donation facility just outside of town here.
Mhm.
Works out pretty good. Um, if they go away, they go away. That's, hopefully they go away when we're at the end of the 50-pound bag and not the beginning of the 50-pound bag. Don't think I can return it. I felt so sorry for this lady. I did stop and get a fish today. I got a singular fish today at the pet store, and they had 2 fish to choose from. So I was determined I'm getting a fish. I should have bought them both and been mean about it, but I wasn't going to do that. But I felt sorry. There was this lady in there, and she was probably 90 years old, and she had some cat food, and oh, Fluffy died, sir. Can I return this food? Well, sure, you can return it. Well, he scans it. It's past the return date, and he, rather than being a compassionate thing and figuring something out, he just says, "Ma'am, I can't do anything for you. Sorry." No compassion for the cat dying. No, let's work something out. Let me give you a store credit or something. Just made her take it back. I thought that was horrible. I'd have figured something out. Even if it meant I give her a store credit of something and throw it away, I would have done that. She's already in enough grief because her doggone cat died. So, anyway, yes, I heard from Alex to answer your question. I'll let him tell you what he told me. I was beginning to worry because every now and then when I was working outside, I'd check my phone to see if I had a message, and I didn't. And as luck would have it, I walk in here to take a little break, and I start getting messages. So I didn't feel like doing a Zoom at the time with him because I was beat. In fact, I took about a 3-hour nap. So getting old. Getting old. We did talk to our realtor today. She is coming out next week. She was quite ecstatic when we told her all what we've done to the house, which in my opinion is nothing.
Hey, sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
The dog was trying to be how dogs are. If you don't, you can have one.
I had one for 1 day or 2 days. I think we had that dog until he destroyed the car. I need to find that picture to share with everybody. It almost looks like the car was through a tornado or something.
Well, this dog, he's funny. I mean, he's 14 now, but we got him, and my wife got him for me. I was sick at the time, just no work was sick. Anyway, she had this dog that was about 5 inches long, and he didn't get that much bigger, but it was. So anyway, the dog was quiet at the pet store. She says, "Oh, get this dog." And got home, and the dog barks and hasn't stopped barking yet.
We had an Australian cattle dog. It was housebroken. It was hyper as all get out, and we left it in the car when we were at my mom's because at the time my mom had a strict no pet policy in effect, and I respected that and didn't ask her to bring the dog in. And we left it in the car. It took about 10 minutes. It destroyed the entire interior of the car, the headliner. I'll find pictures of it and share it with you. My brother said, "What accident were you in?" I'm like, "We weren't. This is that stupid dog."
I did see a leather seat maybe, but I don't see a headliner.
Seats were fine. ruined. Had to get the whole headliner replaced. It was. I mean, when we took it into Honda, they all died laughing. I said, "Yeah, go ahead and laugh. It's funny. Ha ha. Would you like the dog?" Of course, nobody. There was one girl I thought was actually going to take it because she was like, "Oh, I love Australian Shepherd dogs and or cattle dogs, whatever it calls." She goes, "Oh, he's so cute. You want him?" And she, for a brief second, she was like, "No." So we gave it back to the owner, and he ended up putting it back in the shelter.
He's never done anything bad. Matter of fact, he has a recliner, leather recliner that he sits on, and he marks the button that makes it vibrate that he gets on, and he lets it vibrate for a while. And my wife and I are talking because my wife still has some stuff, a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
how many people you know that call their dog up and turn the vibrator on a leather recliner so they can be comfortable?
Sounds a lot like my sister. She does some weird things with her dogs. I think her dogs get more attention than her children ever got, honestly. Let's see. I'm trying to find that picture. I know it was on a cell phone, so that helps me narrow it down. Of course, the bad thing right now is I can't see what's going on in chat.
Have you tried to take pictures with your new cell phone?
Do I?
You try to take pictures with your new cell phone?
I've taken a couple. There's a tremendous difference. I'm wanting to get some deer at night because I want to see what the difference in the night photos are like. I really need to get with someone or read something or go online and watch a YouTube video on how you can set these things, the different settings on them. Okay, it's not in that one.
You got Pro Max, didn't you?
I think you're talking to your dog.
Oh, I said you got the Pro Max.
Oh yeah, I got the 13 Pro Max. Yeah.
So I got the Pro.
No.
So
I don't know. I've had the Pro Max now for all of the ones that it's been available, and I kind of like it, and just stick with it. And you guys were kidding me, but the 14 is coming out. And no, I'm not going to be getting the iPhone 13. Hey, BH Rear, good to see you. I didn't see you sneak in. And Chris Garrett joins us.
Hey.
Hey, Chris. Congratulations on Monday night.
Yeah, I know. We worked hard for that over the years. It took 41 years, but we worked hard.
They had a good team this year, I thought. I thought it was a well-played game overall. I really did.
Yeah, and I like Alabama too, while they're not playing Georgia. But
I seen that comment. That was cute. I like that. As long as they're not playing Georgia.
Coach. They got a good coach. Alabama does.
Yeah, they do. I was kind of surprised when immediately after the game, like 9 people entered the portal to transfer. That was kind of alarming.
What now?
Within hours of the game, 9 of the Alabama people entered the transfer portal. Did I know? No, I did not know that, Logan. Thank you. I didn't realize it had been almost a year already. Wow. I will have to look into that. I mean, technically, if you want to go look at my very first one that I posted, which was the golf putt from 2013, I believe, maybe somewhere around that neck of the woods. But that was just long time ago. Hey, you look good tonight, BH.
Yeah, I downloaded Zoom and installed it, so I now have a virtual background.
Cool.
That's blueberry. That's the flower on the plants that I grew last year.
Oh, nice. So you took the picture and modified it and got it to fit, or what?
It just fit itself.
Oh, cool. I must be doing something wrong because every picture I try to use, I've got to go in to make some changes and whatnot. So, but I am the guinea pig of the world, so I'm used to it. Yeah, Christmas lights are down. All but the stakes. Took 5 of them, broke 5 of them until I realized these ain't coming out of the ground. And stupid me.
Why would you put stakes in the ground anyway? You should put this over this.
Because I got them 5-inch light bulbs that, where's the daggone camera? They got them 5-inch light bulbs, and you got to put a stake in the ground, and then you put them on top of it. It's what she wanted. They look like bulbs. I thought about leaving them and seeing how many the lawnmower will take out now that I've already ruined 5 of them. I better not do that because my luck will be I'll end up having to buy a new lawnmower, so I better just kill that idea while I can. Not to even think about that. Let me get a virtual background going so you guys don't see my fish tank. Although, let me check something out while I'm thinking about that. See where my new fish is at. Oh, there he is.
And why is he swimming on the side of the top of the tank?
You know, I asked the guy at the pet store that the way, and he said, that's just what he does. Okay. Yeah. I think he's fine, sir. I believe he's... Here, let's go with this one tonight.
So what species of fish did you get?
I got a Chinese algae eater because the tank needs to be cleaned, and I'm just too lazy to clean it. I really wanted a Plecostomus. I don't know if you were with us last night, but I showed a picture of my Plecostomus that was about 18 inches long right before I got rid of it. I got him as a little bitty thing. That's what I really wanted because they do a super good job of keeping the tanks clean. And, hey, Rick.
Hello.
How are things in your neck of the woods?
Oh, doing all right. I was fighting with Zoom here, trying to get signed into RoboForum. They get RoboForum to get me signed into Zoom. I had to go around with it for a while, but I finally got it. Hello.
I have issues with OBS. It wants to put a new, every time I do, or not OBS, YouTube, every time I go in and edit everything and do a new stream, OBS wants to put a new link to YouTube for that stream. So if I did that, I would have 365 LastPass things in there. So I always decline it. Hey, Tim, I sent you a Zoom link. I didn't know if you would be able to join us or not, but I was kind of going down the alphabet, and I looked at the clock. I thought, it's only about 5:30 out there. He'll be all right. So, yeah, I still got one key. I've got to.
How the hell did I do that now?
Click on your camera. The lower left-hand corner should be a. There you go. That's your picture. And then, if you click on the camera again, your video should come back. And the doggone S word's back on our forecast, and now they're predicting again accumulation. Yeah, didn't go well with me either. I liked yesterday's forecast when it was going to completely miss us.
Hey, Ken, they even said in Central Georgia where I am that they're watching the weather.
Yep.
Let's see how this download goes for a background. Hopefully I got signed into Yay.
Yeah, and you could have the San Francisco Bridge as your background, it looks like.
Yeah, like I said, I was fighting with Zoom to get signed in because I was trying to do it from RoboForm, but.
Wow, we gotta use a passcode now.
Well, we made some changes the other day, remember?
Yeah, nice.
Hang on, I'm going to mute my microphone. I got to yell at the wife a second. I mean, nothing bad. Not yelling anything bad at her. I got to ask her a question. You might hear it over the stream, though, because I don't.
You managed to do what Doug couldn't do.
What's that? Yell at my wife? Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
it
really.
took me a while.
Yeah.
Babe.
I was fighting with it because I didn't, it didn't want to sign into Zoom. So come on, we can get this. So I finally went into Zoom and got into the password where it holds the password. Just
I'm
copied
looking
the
on my
password,
picture.
went back in and signed into Zoom and copied the password in, and that's how it worked.
I don't know.
I watched Doug's video just now before Ken started this video about BitLocker encryption.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he covered that subject. I I worked on a lot of computers back in September and October, and even my own stuff. I switched some stuff out to SSD and pull those hard drives out, and you plug them in, and you can't read them, you can't see nothing.
So only know to get your data.
Well, it's that BitLocker, and I'm glad he shared that because I've been complaining about it for a while.
Well, actually, he wasn't talking about BitLocker per se. He was talking about device encryption.
Yeah, device encryption, exactly. That was the problem I was running into also, and I figured it out. But it's supposed to be on Windows 10 Pro, not on Windows 10 Home, but it's there.
No, it's not. 10 Home has device encryption. BitLocker is higher than device encryption. It's 250.
True.
Pro has BitLocker. Home has device encryption. Had it for about damn near a year.
I think it's been around a lot longer than that, to be honest with you. But I don't know.
EPM chips, and they've only been coming out about, okay, I'll give you a year and a half. No argument.
I know I
Okay.
won't be doing anything with it because just as sure as I do something with it, I'll forget what I've done and then I'll be locked out of my system. So I will not be addressing that.
Well, I've noticed a lot of computers I've cloned and put new SSD drives in them. And then the customers sometimes, hey, can you see what's on the old hard drive? I'm like, why do you want to see it? You got a brand new one. So I'll plug it in and like, you can't read it. It's kind of odd. I think you got a hard drive, Ken, from somebody. You couldn't read it.
I've got a couple of them actually, and then I've got the one from DirecTV that I've got another 18 days to go, and then I'm gonna figure out how to get it to work so I can use it for storage.
Well, there's a way to do that. You got to do a command prompt and do disk, and you can wipe it. It only takes a second.
Well, I tried disk part, excuse me, and it still didn't see it in disk part. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did try that, and because I thought, well, that'll, surely that'll see it. It didn't. I'll figure. I mean, as soon as I got 100% okay, more or less, I don't have to return it. I'll get with Catherine, and we'll figure out how to do it somehow.
He's going to need some kind of partition program, probably.
I don't know.
Yes and no.
They use partition wizard.
I've used that maybe once. That you should be able to partition it in the lost for words. Where do you go to do that?
Disk management?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, look, I picked up on things. That's scary.
Well, they buried my aunt today.
Yeah, I seen that.
Wish I could have been there, but I'm not getting in a tin can with wings on it and wearing a face mask for 8 hours.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fly right now. I didn't like to fly to begin with, so. Well, apparently I'm not.
I love flying, but I just don't like airlines.
Boy, have you seen the hell that guy's catching over that video he posted about his plane crash?
FAA is going to tear him a new butthole. And why would you parachute out and follow the plane down? What an idiot. And he had a sponsor.
Well, have you not noticed he's reposted it and he cut out the beginning of the sponsor and the end?
I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I watched one today where a guy goes.
Called him and said no.
Yeah. I watched one today where a guy says, okay, in case you didn't know it, he's edited the video and this is what he cut out. And he put them side by side. It is funny.
I bet he cut out the first part where it says the FAA and NTSB has been notified.
That was cut out, and that little wallet thing he was promoting cut out. And it was kind of funny because
that's who sponsored it.
I know. I just wonder if they withdrew their sponsorship.
I didn't know you caught that. I didn't see that.
Yeah. Yeah, because right before he got on the plane, he held it up and gave a little blurb on it. So I thought it was hilarious, though, because the guy that was doing the critiquing had on a sweatshirt with a hoodie, and
Well, look at his parachute. It was short.
it was a sports shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a normal
You
shoot.
know, that's not. Come on.
Do you wear a parachute when you go up, when you fly? Didn't think so. Do you have a parachute in the plane? Didn't think so.
Nope.
Here, let's call
The
Doug.
only time I wore a parachute is when I went up with the Bulldog Blitz in their jump plane because there's no seats in there. A Cessna 182. There's no seats in there. And the only way you're strapped in, you have to wear a parachute, and you got a little seatbelt looking thing. It looks like a seatbelt, but you click it to a latch on the floor where the seats used to be.
Right. So I'm going to call Doug real
quick. I
quick.
did that because I wanted to get photos of them jumping out and landing on the ground. I got great photos.
And you wouldn't.
I'll email this to you later.
You wouldn't fall out. Sure. So let's give Doug a ring and see if he wears his parachute when he flies. Want to?
Hell no.
Darn it! I was going to call him up. Okay.
No, nobody has. We don't wear parachutes.
I know.
And not only that, why did he look for open field? Just like with this guy that just crashed on the train tracks in, what was it, L.A.?
L.A., yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me? I would look for an empty parking lot or anything other than the train tracks. The Amtrak went through there, probably 200 miles an hour, and just disintegrated that aircraft.
Yeah, did you see the pieces that were flying from that? When that train hit that?
People got hurt from the pieces flying.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it a bit.
I saw some footage and some videos that I can't leak out, but I was like, wow.
Oh, come on, Tim. Leak them out.
Crazy.
There's Greg.
Hey, Greg.
And did he get muted? Not yet.
Somebody's echoing.
Yeah, it's Greg, I believe. So here's one that was posted 3 hours ago. It says, new development with the Trevor Jacob, quote, plane crash.
Really?
Yeah, I can't tell who it is. I don't have my glasses on. But, yeah, it came out 3 hours ago. Where am I at here? Get back to the right place.
Huh. Must be a new one.
Damn, I'm running late. You guys started half an hour ago?
Roughly.
Of course, I get all kinds of alerts and stuff because me and Doug used to be on the FAA safety, what was it called? The FAA fast safety team. And we used to do not webinars, but computer labs and all kinds of stuff with the older pilots out here in Fresno, which was kind of cool.
Right.
Actually, his daughter helped out on some of that stuff because we had to clone all these hard drives to all these other computers for the lab and change their IP addresses and stuff. It was kind of cool.
If I can get her to go to the 6 to 2 shift where I can transition this to an earlier start time, it'll take a while to get some of the regulars to understand it's no longer going to start at 10:30. It's going to be closer to 7:30, 8 o'clock. So, camera.
Ooh, nice. Logitech.
Is that the one you're using now, or?
No, I have a new one. I'm replacing it.
46 Mitchell Avenue, Charleston, Illinois, 61920. But you need to get here rather quick. Realtor's coming out next week to look at our house, so we'll see where that goes.
Okay.
You're selling your house?
Maybe. We're gonna entertain the thought of maybe selling the house. Maybe.
How'd you like those photos?
I love them. I've actually used a couple of them already. So if you got some of people parachuting, are you actually hanging out the plane, catching them as they go down?
Yes, I did that once.
No fear of that strap that's connected to the floor breaking?
No, I had a parachute on my back because that's the only way you can strap down to the floor. That's why I wore the parachute, because there is a strap connected to the parachute
Right.
in the plane.
So let's put Tim on the spot. So if you had accidentally got kicked out of the plane and you had to give up your camera, would you? Look at him smile.
In a heartbeat, I would give up that camera. I would take I'd trust that parachute more than my camera. But you gotta understand, I'm using black racket straps with my cameras.
I could see
I
those.
don't have that stupid. Oh, these things have been sitting up there forever. I don't use them.
I could see
Black
that set of
racket is the
pictures.
way to go because I can use two cameras on one strap at the same time. It's a sling. They go up and down both sides.
Oh wow.
Yeah, check out Black Racket. They're a little expensive. I accidentally left one in my buddy's car in the back seat of his Tesla, and I almost ordered a new one because I lost it. Oh yeah, the kids saw it and they just kicked it underneath the seat in the back seat. And he calls me like 5 minutes right before I just clicked on that button on Amazon. Get a new one. But I can make it a dual sling or a single sling. Because I do use two cameras. And, and if you look at some of those photos, notice there's two different camera. If you look at the properties, there's two different cameras there. And I use a dual sling. And Black Wrap is the best. It goes around one shoulder. You don't have this hot leather crap around your neck. Especially if you're at an air show. There's no trees there.
No, I would think not.
And you don't want leather around your neck.
Although, can you imagine doing an air show around the trees?
Give me a break. You're funny.
They do it around the pylons instead of pylons. Here, I can see, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't get any pylons for this year's show, so this year we plan on using the trees.
That would be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Sierra Sky Park's got a lot of trees, and now this is interesting. Speaking of devil,
Black Watch is
there. They threatened to shut down our nighttime operations because one resident would not cut down a tree. Caltrans enforces that rule, but FAA's got nothing to do with it. And this particular airport, which is the first sky park in the world, it's FAA rule, and it's also county and city. It's stupid. It's weird. I'll never be able to explain it.
We've seen a little
And you gotta have these lights and stuff. The guy finally took it down because we threatened to go out there in the middle of the night and take it down while he wasn't home because we knew he's got a home up at Chevrolet Lake and down here. Hey, we'll just go over there and rip it out in the dirt because we don't want our nighttime produce taken away.
Hey, Tim.
Ooh, what the?
Tim.
His mouth is my computer.
Tim.
Where do you see?
Black Watch.
You know when we were photographing the bulldog parachute thing?
We're photographing the bulldogs.
Parachuting.
Excuse me?
When you are photographing the Bulldog Skydiving Club.
It's the Bulldog Blitz skydiving team, the first civilian ever to go into Lemoore.
So we're talking about the same thing?
Yeah.
You know when you're photographing them?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you wear a parachute too?
He joined.
No, I'm on the ground. I'm looking up.
Oh, God.
No, he's talking about when you were in the plane.
I've only been in the plane once with the original pilot looking down at them, which
You're
was kind of cool.
photographing a skydiving parachute club, right?
It's not a club.
Oh,
This is a Bulldog Blitz athlete team for.
Work with me here.
Excuse me.
Catherine, help me. Let's go walk the cats. These guys are out to lunch, completely out to lunch.
I've been up since 3:30 this morning. No, what's your question, Black Watch?
What time did you wake up?
I get up at 3:30 a.m. every morning.
I know that, but what time did you wake up? Because we're still waiting.
Maybe I'm still asleep.
Now you're getting it. Is Ken still yelling at his wife?
Where the hell is Ken?
Where'd you get coffee?
I'm in Charleston, Illinois, 46 Mitchell Avenue, 61920. Anyone you're sending me a
Hey,
camera?
Black Watch.
Chris,
Halloween
or
was in
Sam?
October. What's up with your picture?
It's a mirror, Tim. It's a mirror. Move, you see.
That's kind of cool looking.
So I'm trying to think of who I sent invitations out to before I locked the meeting. I think we've got everybody but Jeff. Jeff said he won't be here tonight because his account got screwed up. I mean, I don't know if that's his Zoom account or his other accounts or what. So
No, it's his account into. He always makes the local account.
So
Actually, me and the whole team, we're getting together Friday night, and we're gonna have a little party. So that's kind of cool. We haven't done that in a while.
do you guys
So
get?
we had a good year last year, and we're skydiving into the Fresno PD 4K run in Woodward Park, and they got lots of trees there, and they get in there, they do it.
So Tim, are we going to see you on NBC to catch a criminal when you guys skydive in there and the police are going to slap the cuffs on you guys and they're going to go, they thought this was a charity event?
Oh, we do it as a fake thing sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's one time they jumped into
Oh, I do know.
what do you call those things? A waterway or whatever where you store water, and we got escorts and actually got to sit in the cop cars and stuff. It was kind of cool. And like, oh, you better make sure you get my photographer down there. And it's like front seat, police chief of clothes. It was cool. We did unlock the gates and get down there. And it was neat. It's a lot of fun. And one of our city mans, Jim Patterson, he's also a pilot. He was there. Me and him always joke with each other. Like, you following me again? You're always where all the action is, taking photos. Like, no, you're following me, dude.
So
Jeff we mess with each other.
Jeff just said he got locked out of his local account on his old desktop.
Who?
Jeff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
He
why is this?
He didn't pay me the annual fee to keep his password, so I'm still waiting.
Trying to figure out why the globe. My hotkeys must be not working at all because the globe is up there for some reason. There, okay, that worked. Must be a bad delay. Let's see if it goes to the Zoom thing here in just a second.
Yeah. Oh.
And Catherine's asking Jeff about if he's logged into the new PC. I don't know how many are following. Yep. Okay, so there's a bad delay right now. Huh. All right, let's see what this does.
How long?
30 seconds maybe? Or longer? I'm going to time it.
I'm gonna wave and see how long it takes. 5 seconds. It's still the same.
Then it must be on my end because I'm going to push the two buttons right now. And when it changes, I'll end the I'll end it and see what the time is.
Yeah, check out Black Rabbit strap skin. If you ever get a second body, you would love it. But if you don't get a second body, don't waste your money on it.
21.7 seconds on my end when I'm watching it over there. That's
I got
horrible.
about 5, 6 seconds here.
Wow. Maybe my. Got an update on the fiber optics that are going in. They're going around town now and connecting everything. And the guy told me it'll be at least 3 months before they go hot. So
I'd wait 1.5 years before I connect to it. Because it's never going to have all the kinks worked out of it.
may not be living here in 1.5 years.
I used to work for Cablevision and all those people. I know how they screw stuff up. So they install it, and they got a lot of problems afterwards.
Can't Jeff go in through the administrator account and fix that?
No, I do not know.
He should be able to.
That I do not know. Nope. I could, but I don't have email set up on a new PC, so I can't receive the Zoom credentials. Can you get into Facebook, Jeff? If you can get into Facebook, I can send them to you on Facebook. Like, I trust that. Wait, let me click on the little green button here. Hold on, you'll be able to see it in a second. No problem, Dr. Rob. We got a little bit early start tonight because my wife called in, and should be an early start tomorrow as soon as I figure out logistically how I'm going to follow the Indiana-Iowa basketball game and stream at the same time. Which, now that I give that a second thought, that could be disastrous because I'll get a little upset.
Hey, Ken,
Yes, Gary.
your wife said when to take you to the doctor, you said?
Yeah, that's exactly what she did.
Hey.
Yep. And I had to, I was really as close as I've ever been to wanting to ask someone, may I take their picture? Because when I walked into VA clinics today, the nurse that checks you in looked just like Hot Lips from the TV show MASH. And I was like, should I ask her, can I get her picture? And if she says yes, then I'll go one step further. Can I get my picture with you together? But I didn't. But I literally had to kind of look at her twice, and then obviously it wasn't Loretta Swit. I know Loretta Swit.
Are you talking about that blonde-headed nurse on MASH?
Yeah, Loretta Swit. Hot Lips Houlihan.
She actually served in Vietnam doing what she played on that MASH.
Oh,
I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not know that.
TV store, TV show. It wasn't a movie.
Well, that was the other thing that caught my eye is most of the people that work there are not veterans, but this woman, she had the RN badge on, and then right below it she said, and yes, I am a veteran. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's cool.
And she said, I hate this chair. And she said, I like
Might have
you.
been her double.
Let me turn off this background a second. So you get your new camera working, Sam?
Yeah, I'm using it at this speed.
And she said, cool shirt.
That's a nice shirt. I like that one.
Yep.
Yeah, straight up. ICDC.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but the airspace here on the West Coast was paused Monday.
Was paused?
It was paused.
How do you pause
They told-
airspace?
They told everybody to stay grounded and or land immediately when that missile test was going on. And I heard the fighters taking off.
Was that
They were scrambling to protect our West Coast Monday.
Was it a drill or was it for real?
Oh, this was for real. Remember that missile that went off in Korea or wherever?
Yeah, the North Korean one that was an accident or something.
I don't know the details about it, but they paused everything on the West Coast Monday.
Well, you got to be a little suspicious when the guy goes, we had an accidental missile launch today. It was purely an accident. Didn't know anything about it. You gotta be a little suspicious.
It was Rocket Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that. It was that dumb. I'm not gonna say that, but anyway, you know what I mean.
Good thing I unlocked the meaning.
I think Tim means misguided individual.
Thank
I
you.
think we can call him I think we can call him Rocket Man. Let him and Elton figure out the copyrights on that.
That's a good one.
And you know who called our previous president called him that?
Yes,
Yep.
he did.
Yes, he did.
Yep. That's how he got that nickname.
How many people are in here?
I believe I see 2, 4, 6, 8,
11.
11. Thanks, Catherine.
You have a,
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, bloody hell.
you have a permit?
And you know what was really cool when I was coming home from work Monday? You know, I work by the airport. I live by the airport, the same airport. This F-35 took off and only used 1/4 of the runway, and he was gone. I'm like, whoa, what is the F-35 doing here? From the north.
We're on YouTube. Watch your language.
I thought it was really cool to be able to see that. I wish I had my camera.
There for a
Everybody
minute, I
asks
thought
me
you were
all
going
the
to
time, how
say,
come you don't take a camera to work? It's like, I'm in a nasty environment. I don't want my gear getting messed up.
yeah, true. True. So hopefully if we get one more, we'll have 12, which I believe we've had 12 before. And then if Alex shows up here in a few minutes, then we'll have 13, which will be a new record. I know we've had 12, so slowly getting there. Like,
gets in, you'll have 14.
if who gets in?
Jeff.
Oh, yeah. Jeff, can you get into your Facebook account? I can send you the credentials there. If you can get into Facebook. I still haven't put it on my phone. I still don't miss it. He's almost done. Okay. We'll patiently wait.
I'm surprised Doug doesn't join sometimes.
He did once.
He did?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, not. He might have been here 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, I'm not cool enough for dog.
Yeah.
Has anybody here seen my old friend Jeff? Can you thought I saw him walking up on his new PC. I just looked around and he's gone.
Okay, Jeff, I just sent him to you on Facebook. So hopefully you'll join us here shortly.
Another train going through.
So, BH, your coin is backwards to us.
Is it?
Yeah. The C's over on the this side, and then it goes that way. Of course, I got this block, so you can't tell.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
So it's showing the right orientation for me because when I did it originally, it looked backwards to me.
Yep, and
So
you're in the year 0202 or 05 or 0S, one or the other. So, hey, Darren. So, let me guess. We're Darren's go to sleep medication. There he is.
There he is.
Aren't you in Georgia there?
Bloody hell no. I'm over in the UK, man. What are you talking about?
Well, it must be Chris.
3 o'clock in the morning.
What time is it?
3.
3.
Oh, yeah, it's late.
3 o'clock in the morning. My shit is 8:13 here.
Are you off tomorrow?
Oh, I'm at work. I might just get up and watch the league.
Here comes Jeff.
Give Darren a moment. He's still working on his crumpet. He'll choke. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, there's Jeff. Chris must be the one I know that lives in Georgia.
Yes, Chris is in Georgia.
Cool.
The light bulb just went off. The United States of America.
So Jeff, is that from your political days?
Who, Jeff?
Jeff joined us.
Well, what's that got to do with Georgia?
I'm talking political days by his picture.
Oh,
If we were not streaming, I would go another route, but we're streaming, so it is a family channel. But
I was just curious where everybody's located.
well, I'm in the state of confusion.
I'm confused and don't know what I'm doing.
From Australia, the world's longest lockdown city in the world.
I knew that.
Blackwatch is in Nova Scotia. Greg is in Maryland.
Ooh,
Oh, I did.
Maryland.
We could maybe get 14 because I sent an invitation out to Jim, who's in Delaware. But it's 9:15 there. He's probably got his nightcap on, getting ready to go to bed.
Dr. Rob said he might jump in.
He will. He said he was having dinner, so hopefully he will. Ah, doggone it. Tony retracted one before I got to see it.
Actually, Jim's working on a stiff nightcap, so I don't think he needs
And I'm gonna have to jet here soon.
You know your trip to the VA today, Ken.
Yep.
I got all kinds of photographs. I sent them to Doug to reassure him I am your personal photographer.
Yeah.
Everybody hear how Alex did today?
I'm waiting. He's going to join us. I figured he'd be here by now. He had an early church service tonight. Let's see what
Maybe he's celebrating. He got the job.
he's not celebrating. I know that.
He installed a VM on the church computer, so, like God up the light.
He said he would be here right around 8 o'clock. So that 16 minutes ago, nothing happened going home.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, whoever that was. Are we going to have a sneezing contest?
Cover your Zoom screen. We don't want to infect our computers with viruses.
Someone got a head full of dust.
So it looks like Jeff may have left.
No, I'm
No?
here.
Oh, you're there. Okay.
Oh,
no,
no,
it's-
switch on the video, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I was looking for your congressional picture that was there.
Oh, that's the one I use on my administrator account on the PC.
Well, if we
The old
weren't
guy, I have a younger
streaming,
version that I use on my personal account.
if we were not,
What the heck?
go ahead.
Something happened and the password, which I always used on my local account on my old PC, would not work. I have no idea what screwed that up. So I go into the administrator account and I delete the password. And, just make it blank. Go back and it won't let me log in. It said there are time restrictions on this account and you cannot log in right now. And I looked that up, and that's only supposed to happen when you have family settings enabled on the PC, which you can't do without logging in with your Microsoft account. So I have no idea what the hell's going on. So I ended up deleting the whole damn account. And there's an option to save your files, which I did. It saved them in a folder on the desktop of the admin account. But then when I recreated it, there were some remnants of my old account left, so it wouldn't let me use the same name again. And I finally had to go in and rename the folder in users to something else. And I could create my regular Jeff account again and then move all the files back, which I've done now, and I'm just going through and resetting a whole bunch of crap like my Firefox settings, and I got to do the Thunderbird settings for my email yet, and I'll be pretty well back. But it's been about a 3 or 4 hour ordeal.
Reason 1,968 not to have a Microsoft account.
You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Gee.
So I don't know what happened. We were at lunch and I get a notice on my phone that says, "Are you trying to log into your Microsoft account?" I have the Microsoft Authenticator app on my phone. I said, "What the hell's going on here?" And I said, "Deny." And so then when I got home and tried to log in, I couldn't. But my local account has never been tied to my Microsoft account, so I don't know what the hell happened.
Huh?
And I don't log in with a Microsoft account on the computer.
Hmm.
Never have.
I'm just taking my meds. I got 2 more to go. I'll be right back.
You got enough to share tonight?
Yeah, you don't want this stuff.
Anyway, so I had a whole bunch of other errands I was supposed to do. I'm about to run out of minutes on my phone, and I got to go buy a refill tonight yet at Walmart. So
You
Yes.
do prepaid, Jeff?
yeah, I use Total
Oh,
Wireless.
get it on the internet?
What's that?
You cannot buy it on the internet?
I get more stuff if I buy it on a Walmart refill card. I get extra.
Oh, okay, I see.
More data if I buy it at Walmart. They have a deal work with Total Wireless.
Maybe I'll get lucky in this blood work today. They'll take some of these medications away. That would be good.
Now, my wife had blood work this morning, too. That's what we were doing this morning.
That would be nice. I don't think it'll happen, but it would be nice. So who did we lose? We lost somebody. Rick's still here. Gary's still here. Oh, we lost Sam. Okay.
Look in the lost and found box in the closet.
Yeah, really.
Oh, man.
You know, all the Christmas lights are back in the doggone closet, and that was not fun.
Oh, I took those things down New Year's Day.
It's been too cold here to do it. We were 47 today, so I took advantage of that.
This weather out here is weird. It's been like 34, 32, 35 in the mornings, and after lunchtime, it's in the upper 60s.
We had about the same thing here in Vegas. It's been,
It's weird.
last week, we're like mid to low 60s in the daytime and say 35 to 40 at night.
I wear a nice.
Days are cold at night, hot during the day.
It was
You're in
comfortable.
summer down there, aren't you, Catherine?
I always have summer. It's practical.
Year round?
All year round.
Oh, nice. I would love it there.
39 right now here.
The visa is cheap too. It costs like $300 for pensioners for 3 years. So
Wow.
yeah.
I know where I want to go when I retire.
I want to buy an island somewhere as long as it's got good internet. That way, Alex will be happy.
He's obsessed with having good internet.
Yeah,
Of course, he can't do a lot of other stuff, so that's kind of understandable.
sure.
Hope he did well today, so
Yeah,
I'd like to hear what he says.
Yeah, you should have got a hold of DH before you deleted the account. You could have helped you through it.
This thing was really screwed up somehow. I am utterly clueless as to what happened. I'm pretty much put back together. Fortunately, it let me save all my files in a folder on the administrator's account. So,
Was anybody home?
but yeah, my daughter was here.
And
Yeah.
Oops.
What's that? What, Catherine?
so it once happened to me too that I had issues with the user account, and it's not fun at all. I reinstalled Windows. And I was like, okay, reinstalling is faster than.
I mean, I had all my files on 2 different external hard drives as well, so it wasn't like I was going to lose everything.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but yesterday was Windows Update Tuesday, second Tuesday of the month, which I really hate. And then I get all these calls. Can you help me? Can you help me?
I didn't
I
have a
got
lot.
5 calls yesterday. I was like, oh my God.
I didn't have any problems running those last night.
I think I
I
got
didn't have
3.
any. I had hardly any updates. There was only like 2 or 3 on each computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 3.
Whoa.
Malicious tool removal. There was
Yeah, some
net frame.
stupid community update or whatever it was.
Cumulative.
Yeah, only 3 of my computers update. The other one didn't update. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna let you update until you're ready to do it.
Yeah, I got a.
11 updated, no issues. I had no issues whatsoever.
And usually the ones that update first is the ones I have trouble with.
Although I did notice one thing, comparing the old desktop, which I thought was relatively fast compared to what it used to be after I put in the solid state SATA drive. But compared to this new desktop, it took like 4 times as long to update as the new one did.
I did have one. Go ahead, Catherine.
You installed Windows 11?
No, I have the latest version of Windows 10 on my new desktop, and I'm
But you have
2
the 12.
versions back on the old desktop. It's like 20H2 instead of 21H2.
But you have the 12,000, 12 gen CPU.
10th gen CPU.
BH, how'd you fix that?
Okay, okay, yeah, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I bought it a while back. It's a 10850K.
So BH
I
Ringer.
did have one little problem where I used Microsoft Word and some other applications where I could dictate, and the microphone was turned off. Oops.
what?
So I went in there and uninstalled the driver and device manager and reinstalled it. I don't even know if I fixed it or not yet because I haven't tested it out.
So I can
You
see
use something
Tim
like
now.
Dragon
Tim
Naturally Speaking, or
Tim puts this in and he's like, all right, I'm going to test this out. Dear diary, today I installed the dictation.
Yeah, come on. Quit screwing with me. And it was something really important. I just didn't want to, I was lazy. I didn't want to type.
Tim, if you
So
want to see,
what was it? What did you use? Was it like Dragon?
No, it's a built-in microphone on the computer. And it's disabled or not there no more. So.
Office has that, even on Mac OS.
Oh, well, Office, Word, that's what I was using. Word, Office, all that stuff's got the little, you just click on it and it records your voice and dictates for you. And
what version of Word are you running?
Oh, it's the newest one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm back at 2010.
Oh, wow, you're old.
Yep, on that one.
Oops.
Watch, Dad. Come on. Young
I bought, what is it, 2021 or whatever the latest one is to put on the new one on that link that Carrie had.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah,
put it
yeah.
in yet. I'm not going to do the subscription one until I'm absolutely forced into it. I don't need every little new feature all the time.
Understandable. I wouldn't want it either in your case.
I mean, if I had a reason to do the subscription, I would.
But is 2010 still supported
No,
by?
No, it's not.
no, it's not supported, but I don't do a whole lot with it, so I'm not too worried about the security issues.
Yeah, Alex
I
just
don't
got
get any
home.
Word files from outside or stuff like that, so.
Well, if you don't use it twice a year, don't worry about it.
Aaron can help you with that, Jeff. Aaron's really good at staying behind one thing. With the audio ratio. You still there, Darren?
So who's good with
I'm
doing
pretty
math
good at saying
numbers, or
little
has a
stuff
calculator
myself,
handy?
so.
My colony lies over the ocean. My colony lies over the sea. Oh, Darren, come back.
He's ignoring you.
Probably asleep.
Maybe he's asleep, yes.
Yeah. Some people put television on to go to sleep. Darren puts us on to go to sleep.
Hey, whatever works.
I guess.
I fell asleep live on Zoom on one of Doug's sessions. I don't know if anybody ever noticed that, but that was what, about a month ago?
You know, Ken had to wake me up in here one night.
I was pretty beat.
Well,
Yeah, that was only because you had to go take care of your wife.
Excuse me?
When I called Jeff to wake him up, that was only because he had to go take care of his wife. I mean, that sounds horrible, Jeff. We don't care about you. You can sleep all you want. But,
You got to take care of the boss.
Yeah.
so Alex is home. He said give him 10 minutes. So he can break the news to you guys or tell you what happened, and we'll go from there.
Okay, everybody run and hide.
Yeah, really. Let me lock the meeting. I should do that, huh? Just as a joke. Ha ha. He's probably watching the stream, though. So. Dr. Rob joins. That'll be 14. I believe that will be a new record. I believe. If not, we may have to let a bomber in just to hit a new record. Which I've noticed our bomber hasn't made it yet today either, both on the stream and on the Zoom. So maybe this is 2 nights in a row with no bomber. That would be good.
I was trying to be quiet about that.
You think I just jinxed it?
I can go quick create another account. And try
I think you figured out who it was finally.
No, I have no clue who it was. Honestly.
Well, you sent the email out to everybody but one person, right?
Yeah, I've done that a couple times. We can have discussion. We can learn how to speak the English language. I'll start speaking Pig Latin, and I never understood that, but I'm going to be able to hoblay that here in a minute with no problem. What is it? You drop the first letter and add something, or I don't know. I never did understand.
switch to Tagalog.
I still don't like this idea where I can copy this link and share it to somebody.
I don't either. I'm going to reach out to Doug and see if there's
I think we need to reach out to Zoom for that. There should be an option on that.
I would think I should be able to let you guys do it or not do it, honestly. And again, not to be
True.
Not a power grab or anything, but it should be something I can control. Actually, if Robert joins us, then it'll be 15, and then that would be a record for sure. So, yeah, I've researched it, and I can't find anywhere where you can disable that.
I can't find anything either.
Disable what?
The little green button. Let me hit the.
Let
me put the block up over here in 21 seconds.
Stop reminding Ken of that little green button.
Well, there's a little green button down at the bottom. It says share screen.
Right, but.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, I know.
What in the world is this taking so long for?
That's the second button he hit.
Wow, that took forever. So the little green one at the top that says meeting information, and when you click on it, it's got the ID, the host, the passcode, the link, the participant ID, which should be different for everybody tonight. Mine's 2 something. Last night it was 3 something. So then when you click on settings, there's nowhere in here to change that because I've looked and looked and looked. It says found a problem reported. Maybe I should send a report and say, yeah, there is a problem. Your little green button causes havoc.
A little red flag.
Oh.
Oh wait, I gotta wait and go back because I think you can do it from the red flag as well. I already hit the button to go back, and I don't want to risk me hitting that button at the same time that decides it's going to go back, which may or may not work because now it's just sitting there. Well, there it goes. Man, that's a. Did I not put the right latency? Stream
Where'd you
setting.
get that background from, Tim?
I just typed in Penny in Google and went to images and found it. That's where I get
Are
all
you
of it.
able to switch those on the fly yet?
I can switch these, yes. I cannot switch.
I haven't figured out how to switch. Oh,
If I turn off my video, it's going to go to the picture that's in the profile on the account.
right.
But to switch your virtual background, you just hit the up key, or the caret.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Choose virtual background.
I'm
And
thinking of something
for
else.
Mr. Tim joining us today, there we go.
Oh, wow, that's a skydiver's plane. Cessna 182. Nice. You know how
I hate
get
cameras.
that nice. You know how I get that nice prop blur? I put my shutter speed on TV for priority, and I back it down to 320 or 3. Oh wow, there's Brandy. Nice, really cool.
She's a fine girl, from what I understand.
Oh man, she is. Oh, she's awesome. We call her Traveling Lynn. She's a school teacher at Kerman Elementary, and she travels all over the world to look for places to base jump.
So apparently
And she's
nobody
got
remembers a song from
way
the
more
70s.
ratings than any skydiver ever has. She beats the Army team, all those guys. We were just talking about how they skydived into a basin earlier. And she asked the Clovis police officer, gave us a ride back, said, which buildings in Clovis can I jump off of? The guy's like, nope.
Wasn't there a song from the 70s about a girl named Brandy and she was a fine girl, or am I just hallucinating that?
Looking glass.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at the background there. Oh, that's at Madera Airport. Oh, I'm on a runway taking that picture. Wow. Illegal as hell, but I did it.
Maybe I'll superimpose Forrest Gump running by in that runway on the background. Would that be okay with you?
She's something else. I like her a lot. She bought a home in Switzerland this past year, and she's giving up her career here in Fresno. She's getting the hell out of here.
How's the internet there?
She's already met some guy over there in Switzerland. Matter of fact, she just got back here from Hawaii today. And we're going to have a late Christmas party Friday night for the whole Bulldog Blitz skydiving team. And it includes me, the photographer.
Well, I would hope so. Do you ever get any side business from those shoots?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Cool.
Everybody's like, oh man, wow, this looks cool. Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this?
Right.
Sometimes I have to turn down stuff, but when COVID came around, I got
Slammed.
I lost a lot.
And slammed in
A
the wrong
lot of
direction
money.
of the word slammed. Yeah.
Hell, I don't even go down that rabbit hole. Somebody tried to sue me. It was a mess.
So based on the numbers that my county put out today on COVID, can we even say that on? Anyway, in 256 days, the entire county is projected to be infected with COVID. So if in 257 days I'm here and I go, guess what?
I'll have to send you a link later, Ken. The first civilian team to skydive into a more naval aviation place, and I took all the photos. It was in Speedy Wings and Wheels magazine. That's something else they got taken away from me. I was a photojournalist for that magazine. It's gone.
I used to like to go out to Miramar when I lived in California and try to catch some
Oh, that's
planes.
nice.
Yeah, it was. It was. But I never did go to any of the air shows because it was just so chaotic. I wanted to,
That's
but
why you get press pass.
I made a couple of them. But I guess they figured out I used the crayons because they were like, these are fake, sir.
You gotta walk in there like you own a joint.
Oh, I did. I did. They still didn't think they were real.
So Tim, you recognize that one behind me in the
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a
Stinson
telegraph.
Stinson 108?
Oh, yeah, it is a Stinson 108.
That's the
Wow.
one I jumped out of when I did that crap years ago.
Oh, wow. That's old.
Yeah, the one we
Well,
had.
don't say that about
Nice
Jeff.
prop
Come on now.
word. Hey,
Yeah.
old is better than the new ones. Don't get me wrong.
First time I jumped, went up there and you could smell the booze on the pilot's breath. I didn't have any trouble deciding to jump. I think it was safe.
I've heard stories
Right
about
down.
that.
And the
Must be
guy,
the same pop. Oh, can you back your head up a little bit? Let me see his tail number. Oh,
well, it wasn't
whoa.
this particular one. This
Go the other way.
N91 something. Or, yeah, 91.
N91HC.
It was on the web.
N91HC.
We just
But
devil.
I wasn't jumping that one weekend, but he, the same pilot, was flying some of the guys from the club I was in, and he caught a power line with the tail coming into land and nosed it down. He walked away from it without a scratch.
Wow.
It was some airfield near Topeka, Kansas, is where when the accident happened. But I think they got somebody else to fly the club after that. I wouldn't jump with the guy after the one time.
So, Catherine, was that a Tim or a Ken?
Ken,
Okay, go ahead.
Kilo Echo November. Okay. So you said you wanted to hide the green shield that says meeting information.
Yes. Yes.
You can. You
Oh.
can. So what you need to do, you need to go into you need to sign into the Zoom web portal. Yes.
The what?
Web portal, your Zoom web portal.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to the portal. Going to the portal and I'm gonna get lost because I'm okay. I'm in the portal.
Okay, and then you need to go to room management.
Real quick, Jeff.
Yeah.
What was that N number?
N918C, you said. This is what I found on the web. I don't know.
It's
not the one.
N9.
This is not the one I jumped out of. I jumped
Oh,
out
it's not?
No.
Oh, well, I'm not going to bother with it.
No, the
Never
one.
mind.
Yeah, it was an old green looking thing this guy had. This is back in the 60s.
They're a perfect good place to jump out of. Sorry, go ahead, Catherine.
I'm in room management.
Yes, click Zoom rooms.
Zoom rooms. Is this like Blue's Clues all of a sudden? Okay, I'm in Zoom rooms.
And then you can use location hierarchy to enable this setting for a specific room or location.
I got a slight problem though. It says no rooms were found. So do I have to add this specific one we're doing tonight to get rid of it? Am I going to have to do that every time?
You probably have to add can you add the one that we do now, right now?
I'll share my screen because I'm not going to do anything here. So you said Zoom rooms, room management, Zoom rooms. I'm in Zoom rooms, account settings. I got rooms. It says no rooms were found. And then add room. I'm guessing maybe. Let's see what.
Maybe you need first to add a room, yes?
Possibly.
And then you need
Oh, you gotta purchase a Zoom Rooms plan to keep your.
Yeah, I
room
see
active.
that. I've seen that.
Hold on a minute here. Is this a free account or a paid account?
No, it's a paid account,
Okay.
but I think you still have to
Maybe-
purchase a Zoom Rooms plan to keep it. Yeah. So let me
I
stop
just
sharing
want
the
you to-
screen in case I figure this out.
if you have, maybe you just do it now.
Yeah, I'm looking,
then
trying.
And then you do it, you take a screenshot, and next time, you have to, you have all the, you know where the settings are.
Right, but it says this is for a Zoom as a free trial. When the trial ends, you can purchase a Zoom Rooms plan to keep your room active. So that's a temporary fix, but I'll give it a shot. Let's see if I can figure this out.
I might just Zoom a month or per year.
Oh, it's nothing. What, $20?
This license was $149 and some change for a year. I don't think
really?
they have monthly plans. I believe you have to buy it annual. No, Alex is on his way, Robert. He's his 10 minutes are short. His 10 minutes are turning into Filipino 10 minutes because that was 39 minutes ago. So, but I'm used to that. I'm used to the 10-minute, 39-minute thing.
Short-screen time.
Going back, add a room. How do I add a room?
Why would you have a room?
To see if I can turn this green thing off. Apparently, Catherine's researched it to where in this function you can do that. My room, Zoom Rooms for shared spaces, kiosk or let's go personal Zoom. Speaking of,
Yeah, how do you find out what room you're in now with everybody?
I will block the green thing and go look and see if it's in there.
Hello, Ken, everybody. I'm here now.
Hey, Alex.
Is that really you, Alex?
Yes.
Tell us the fact that we would only know that we know it's you.
I don't think it's him.
I don't think it is either. I think it's an imposter. I'm getting ready to kick him out.
I'm not finished decorating the room yet.
I thought this thing was locked.
No, I kept it unlocked because I knew Alex was coming in. So now I'm going to lock it. So Alex, take it away. Let us know what happened today.
Well, I went there. I did that unlisted live stream that you didn't watch, but it's public now, so you can watch it because if I make it public while I'm actually going, that's letting people know that I'm not at home and I don't want to do that.
Right.
But
good choice.
But the actual interview went really good. It's a really nice facility, really nice building on the inside. The door, they actually have like those RFID readers on the door, so the doors are locked and you can't get in without one of those without a card ID badge. So somebody from the inside has to let you in. So it's secure in that aspect. And they basically, and I didn't know this. I knew he had worked there at a time, but I thought he had moved on. But I was mistaken. One of my friends from college.
Oh, wow.
So he was able to brag on me. He told me that I was the reason why he got through the first and second Cisco networking class.
Well, it's good to know somebody on the inside always.
He actually took me back before my interview. Me and we talked for probably a good 20-30 minutes before my interview. He actually took me back and introduced me to one of his friends, and that guy that he introduced me to is actually one of the people that interviewed me.
Oh, cool.
But when they when they interviewed me, they was asking me, you know, questions about myself and all. But when it came to the technical questions, he had like 3 or 4 uh, technical questions to ask me, and I pretty much nailed right on the head. I pretty well A+ all the questions.
Nice.
So much so that one of the questions was about a Linux command. One of the questions was about a Linux command, and he didn't know that the command I said could be used to do what he was asking. So he had to look it up to verify.
Nice.
It's a good thing he had his laptop right there to look it up.
So you got the job.
I don't know that for sure.
If you don't, then
I don't know that for sure because I caught him at the very end of the first round of interviews, and typically they do 3 rounds of interviews. But she did tell me, you know, normally they tell you that it's going to be 2 weeks before you find out something. They didn't tell me that this time. The woman told me that I'd know something next week.
Oh, wow.
If they do multiple
I'd know
rounds,
something next week, and hopefully that means that I'll at least get a second round or maybe even a third round interview.
Follow up on it, though.
yeah, send them an email, say thanks for the interview. And
Yeah,
if it's
definitely. Follow up on it. It was a particular job I went after when I was a teenager. I kept bugging them and kept bugging them, and they finally hired me. So don't give up.
And it's not in Little Rock, so it's not 45 minutes or an hour from me. It's only like 23 miles from me, so it's actually closer than where I went to college
How long was that interview, Alex?
by like 3 miles. I really wasn't keeping track, Gary, but on the calendar invite that they sent to my Google Calendar, it said that the interview was gonna be from 1 to 2. So if I had to guess, I would say an hour.
Nice.
I got there about 10 after 12 and probably didn't leave until a little bit after 2 because I got there a little bit early because it said on there to be there by 12:30.
At least you always show up early. When I do photo shoots, I'm an hour or hour and a half early.
Oh yeah, because you got all your equipment that you got to set up and you know your tripods and all that. I'm guessing.
Well, I preset that stuff up before I get there. The same thing for job interview. I do the same thing. Of course, I've done that in 15 years.
And since I had time before the job interview, I was actually sitting there looking at the job description again on my phone to refresh my memory before
good thing.
I got there so early.
Well, if you nail the technical part, then if they're interviewing other folks, it will just be them trying to evaluate the differences in the folks. And the other thing will be, if you're technically qualified, how well will you fit in their work environment?
I think I will fit in very good
Well, good.
based on what I experienced today. Everybody in there said hi or hello or how you doing or something. So that was all friendly because they seen that the public is not invited in unless you work there or going there for an interview. So when they see a new face, you know, show up, they're friendly.
Hey, Alex.
Like the last real job interview I had, which has been, I don't know, 20 years ago now, and like you, I had a friend on the inside, and his boss was the one I was interviewing with. And afterwards, basically, the boss told me, he said, well, we looked at your resume and thought you were probably qualified. The purpose of the interview was to see how well you fit into the company culture and all that sort of thing. So it just depends.
Well, I mean, it helps that sometimes it just helps to have somebody on the inside,
Yep, absolutely,
to know somebody on the inside.
absolutely. That's a step up in any interview situation.
And there probably wasn't, and I know y'all are all older, but there probably wasn't anybody I don't think there was anybody in the whole place over 50 or over. I think everybody
Whoa.
was below 50.
Not uncommon in tech companies.
Wait a minute, did he just call us old?
I think so.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you, Alex. You said everybody said hi to you or hello or good afternoon or
Yes,
whatever.
everybody that saw me I was walking around getting their lunch because I got there about lunchtime. Everybody said hello or hi or something. Everybody was awfully friendly.
So did anybody walk up and go, "What's up"?
No,
Ah, you'll fit in then.
they didn't do that. But I also have to bring this point up.
PH shaking his head. There are a few of
I
us
also
that
have to
gets
bring
that,
this point up.
but we're all old.
That they did require you to fill out. They had a Google form they wanted everybody to fill out and do like a temperature screening. And so you put your temperature and your name on the form and submit their Google form or whatever. And that was the only COVID thing they required. There was nobody in there. There was nobody in there wearing a mask. Nobody was afraid of any of this COVID mess, which is also.
Well, if everybody's friendly, that's a good culture. That's a place I want to work at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I heard.
Because they are.
I heard a few people ask Alex if he's got a couple of bucks for lunch. So. Yeah.
I ask them what they usually do. I ask them what they usually do for lunch, and it turns out there's like a pizza place and a couple other places within probably 2 or 3 blocks, and there's a sidewalk to it, so I could roll myself either through the grass or on the sidewalk to lunch, which I couldn't do at the school because all the ways out of the college was blocked by a railroad track. So the only way to get off of the college, campus was to go over a railroad track. And I don't like the idea. My mom and dad and me don't like the idea of going over a railroad track and possibly me getting stuck. Well, I wouldn't have to do that with this job. I can get to probably at least 2 or 3 different places to eat.
Assume they have like a break room where you can eat too if you want to bring a lunch or whatever. Probably.
Well, yes, but that too probably. But I thought it was nice that they're situated in such a way that they're 2 or 3 blocks from a few places to eat that I could easily roll to and I don't have to worry about getting on the highway or anything.
Yeah, that's good.
Alex, aren't all the sidewalks there like slanted down like a ramp to the road?
What exactly do you mean?
Well, most residential where I was, the sidewalk, instead of the curb to the road to cross, it's like a ramp. The concrete's graded down to the road level.
Well, here's a good question. Why is all those little dots on those ramps? Does anybody know that?
For blind people.
You mean the yellow?
Thank you, Catherine. It's for blind people.
Yes.
Oh, you mean the yellow dots on the cuts through the curb?
No. There's little things like braille, so blind people know it's a ramp there. Has anybody ever noticed that outside the stores?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen it, of course, but I've never thought about it being for
It just indicates where the sidewalk
blind people. I just know that it's bumpy.
It's very bumpy if you're pushing a grocery cart, but they're different patterns. It tells the blind person, hey, this is a ramp. Now, if you go to the front of the store, it's a totally different pattern because it's not a ramp. It's
Yeah,
a
it was,
totally different pattern. It lets them know there's no ramp here, you're at the
because
entrance.
yeah, one is probably door and the other one is ramp and the next one
Yep,
is
yep, yep.
whatever.
I
Yes.
think Alex put a secret program on my computer that's going to make me get one of them buttons like boxes Doug's got, because I've changed the hotkey 3 times now, and every time I do, it goes to something else that's not wanting to do what I want it to do.
You can put nothing on your computer.
Uh-huh. You already got the big head. You got the job, and you're putting stuff on here, and I know you did. He's going to force me to buy that box.
Just don't hit the button near the green button. That's all.
And here we
leave the
go.
red button alone.
We were about to set a record. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14
Oh,
people.
there we go.
We are now
14.
officially 14. So I can lock it, even though I don't
So
think
we got a meds person here.
no, it's Dr. Rob.
Yeah, Jeff and Tim move over.
So
Robert
is
can-
Dr. Rob got audio tonight?
Hold on a second. I was getting everything set up here.
Oh, no problem.
Got
So
too much going on all at once. All right.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Dr. Rob, do you do flight reviews and or medical for pilots?
Reviews for medical for pilots?
In
I
other words,
don't blame you one bit.
are you a doctor? I think is the question. It was just a roundabout way of getting there.
He already answered that question.
Just kind of psychotic, I guess.
Ooh, that looks like the robot I got at work.
He's a what?
Well, these things have to be explained to me because I did my press pass in crayon, so that tells you where I'm thinking.
Oh, come on now.
Did your press pass and what?
Crayon.
Crayon. Shouldn't
Yeah.
be eating crayons.
I was trying to get into the Miramar Air Show when I lived in California, and I thought press credentials will get me in, and I made one up. But crayon is not the substance to use to create that stuff with. So
Oh, you're too far away, Ken. I can get you press passes to anything out here.
start traveling, who knows? It's good to see you, Dr. Rob. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I figured I'd stop in for a bit.
Appreciate it.
Busy for a green screen discussion, so.
Nice microphone.
Sir?
Nice microphone.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Yeah. Had to save up a few paychecks for that one.
You don't have to call Tim sir.
I was
Just
getting ready to
call
say,
him.
sir. Oh my gosh. Look at Tim.
Black Watch is not a sir. It's a it.
Oh man.
Ian, you may want to take.
And the fire goes off.
You may want to take a screen grab of the participants for this meeting because it may be a while before we get all these people back in here again.
Good point. Why don't you do that for me? You've got control of my computer.
No, I don't. Unless you screen share and I
All right. I'm just messing with you. I know you don't.
Somebody has to control of it. Lorna's at work.
Well, she's in there sound asleep watching Filipino TV.
I was still trying to get NBI to work correctly with OBS.
Come on now. You guys don't have screen snip on your computer pinned on
I
your
got
taskbar?
it. I do have.
I do, but the problem with it is the list of participants is too long, so you have to scroll it down, so you can't get it all in one snip.
I got everybody. I'm looking at Rick, me, Tim, Benjamin, BH, Jeff. I don't know what Sam's doing, but you. I actually caught the fire that Dr. Rob started at the 1/4 part, so it's like over his face. It looks pretty
It
cool.
was a joke that Doctor did.
Gary, Chris, I got everybody. So, hey, Catherine, real quick, are you still here?
Yes?
I tried to create a room, and it let me create the room, but now it's saying something about devices, and it says no device found. So we'll attack that some other time. That'll give us something
Am I
to.
still fixed working this evening?
Excellent.
Yes,
Okay.
they are.
So we
I
go
see
to
Rick.
Zoom management, to Zoom rules. You can use, and then you go to, location hierarchy.
Okay, Zoom rooms, and then where?
Then you go to account settings.
Okay,
Then you go to the meeting tab.
okay,
And then you click the toggle next to the transform all meetings to private, or hide host and meeting ID from private meetings option to enable them.
we'll come back to that.
Too many buttons for me to push.
Yeah. Hey, Wild Dragon, good to see you. So we're gonna have a little bit of.
Are you talking about how to hide the green shield in the upper left corner?
Correct.
Yep.
So let's go to Tech Talk, shall we?
So when is Doug going to Phoenix to get that big beast?
That's the second time someone's asked me that question today, and you were not it. You were the second
And I
person.
live here in Fresno, and I know him personally.
So, Dr. Rob, the green screen. Let's talk about that for a second while we contemplate Tim's question. You get the green screen behind you. How do you get the, for lack of not knowing how to explain this, the pictures or the images on it without you projecting a shadow behind you on the screen?
Okay, the trick to green screen, let's go back to
Where'd he go?
photography basics. But,
You're fine.
okay, I thought something.
Photography basics. Cool. I can understand that.
Okay, photography basics. First of all, you have a scene and you have a subject. When you work with a green screen, you have to think like you're doing photography. The purpose of the green screen is to create a matte color that can be removed through chroma keying. The way that's done is with a solid color that is consistent, and it works the best when it's consistent. So when you set up a green screen, the most important thing is first and foremost, forget about the lighting for you. First, to make sure you have the green screen illuminated properly. Here, and I'll demonstrate. You go here. I'll turn.
So you need a good bright light on it.
Right. Well, not just one bright light. You want to have your green screen set.
You want studio lights.
Now you see wrinkles in mine.
Yes.
Wrinkles in it, and there's some discolorations. Hell, even got a box of green thumbtacks. And the thing is that notice the color is consistent on the green screen.
Yes.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I have an additional light in front of me that lights me up. So
you gotta have yourself. That makes perfect sense.
Okay, so a lot of people make the mistake, they light up in front of them, and then it casts shadows on the green screen. Now, if you cast a shadow on the green, here, I'll do it like here. You see I'm casting the shadow. Let me turn the green screen back on.
Yeah.
Okay, now when I cast a shadow on the green screen, I'll get a breakup where the shadow is on the green screen. Because you're not supposed to have the shadows, but well, I've got mine well lit. It's probably not showing it that well. But the shadowing, you don't want any shadows on the green screen. You want it lit separately from you. Once your green screen is lit separately, then you can take any of your pictures through OBS. Green screen works beautiful when you have a good proper backdrop, because then you can filter out your image and you can move your image to. You can do anything with your image. You can move through. It's any background you put on it. It's behind you. Anything you add. I got a bunch of stuff pulled apart right here. Whoops. My green screen, and
Whoops.
you can flip through all your screens, and your screen always looks good behind it because the green screen is your separate. So
that's the trick. You need lights behind you.
Right. You want to, when you look at that green screen on your camera, you want that to be a solid, evenly lit green screen.
Now you're using a single camera, right?
Yeah, I'm using a single camera.
But you use 2 lights behind you to make sure the screen is lit up.
Right, and then there's 2 lights off to the side of me on both sides, right below my hands. There's 2 small LEDs behind me.
Okay, my question is, are the lights behind you dimmer or brighter than what's in front of you? They're equal?
Yeah, see, well, actually, probably a little bit brighter. Now, see, part of my room's a mess. Okay, see the edge of my green screen? You see my room behind me. See my white text and green screen border? Okay, now, since it's evenly lit, that's all the way into the corner. Now, that green screen actually turns.
Nice mixing board, by the way. Was that 24 track?
No, it's 16 track.
Oh, 16? Still good.
I think he has a picture. I don't know. I thought I pulled up a picture, but I sent Ken a picture of what my setup looks like. It's pretty extensive. I'm running.
So equal height, but you gotta have it behind you and in front.
Right. You want.
And that's how, basically, as a photographer, you want that perfect aperture.
Well, as a photographer, you're the subject. The camera's focused on you. You're the subject. So as a photographer, you light your subject correctly, and then you have your background. Your subject and your background are 2 different things that work together within a photograph. But if
your f-stop is wrong, the green screen can be blurry, correct?
It can be blurry, but as long as the color and luminosity, can't say it with my funny teeth, is consistent, it will look good all the time.
Oh, wow.
Because Chroma Key says, okay, what color do you want me to blot out of the screen image? And you say, okay, I want this color green. Well, as long as your screen has all that color green in it, you don't have a problem. Now,
so you can use green
green
paper.
Green paper. I've seen people use green.
Or green cloth.
It depends on the thing. If it's think luminosity.
Yes.
You want something that's luminous. You don't want something that's bland and dreary. You want a strong green. I sent Ken a shortcut or a link to Amazon, a 10 by 10 green screen for $23.
Hell, you can make it out of PVC pipe.
Oh yeah, to make the frame. This isn't the frame. It's just the screen.
Could you use any solid? Could you use any solid color then, as long as it's white enough?
But here's what you get into. You can't use black. Can't use white.
Those got to be green.
The 2 primary colors used for green screen type work is green and blue.
Blue?
I didn't know that. I didn't know if you could use yellow or hot pink or anything like that.
No, that doesn't work.
Hot pink.
Remember how colors work. Yeah, hot pink green screen. This is normal.
I'll just keep it green.
But
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, primary in film and video, they use green screens, and for really high luminous shots like lightning and bright colors, they'll go to a blue screen. The problem is that whenever you're using a blue screen or a green screen, you have to be mindful of the colors that you're wearing, the object that you're showing, stuff like that.
Now,
because I can
just like our local
cloak. So no
green
color. Just like
our local weather forecasters, they use a green screen. They cannot wear green dresses because they disappear.
That's right.
If I was to get in front of a green screen, what would it do to me? Because my wheelchair, the frame of my wheelchair is green, and the back of my wheelchair is also green. It's lime green.
Okay.
It would hide it.
It would probably almost ignore it depending on the color of the green. If you've got a true chroma key green screen like the one I've showed you on Amazon.
Well, could he use a blue screen?
Yeah, he could use a blue screen.
Nice.
But I don't think, Alex, you're going to have your chair ever in the shot, are you? Is your wheelchair ever going to be in the shot? I'm just sharing my screen again to show you guys.
Probably not unless I don't know, unless I'm moving around or something.
It doesn't matter if it's in the shot or not. I mean, it's, you know, if it's a green color and they're using a green screen, the chair just might disappear and look like you're sitting in a regular chair.
And there's your next topic you can talk about on YouTube. You can say, now I'm a magician, watch this. Boom! And you're floating in air.
Look, check it out.
Yeah. Thanks for the info.
Yeah.
I probably will never use it, but I'm curious.
And yeah, in almost all, well, most movies today are CGI, but in old style movie production, green screen was the most widely used special effect because it was so easy to achieve with the technology they had back then.
Oh, what movie was that? They screwed up on it. I can't think of the name of it.
Plenty of great ones.
I asked my mom
you could see the characters falling out the sky. It was like it was Avengers, as a matter of fact. You could see the characters falling out the sky, and you could see a little bit of green screen show up every once in a while. Remember that?
Yeah, it's pixelation, yeah. I mean,
the pixelation screwed them up because they had the wrong camera settings and the wrong shutter speed.
Right,
so I can relate what you're talking about.
So the host had a question, but I forgot what it was now. Oh, I remember what it was. You said the other day that your green screen is less taxing on your system than what the green screen, the virtual backgrounds we're using is.
Right, because you're using processing power to do color removal on the fly consistently, which is eating up CPU power.
It eats up all your resources.
It eats up a lot of resources, which means that
it slows down your system.
That's why, if you notice, the people that have better artificial green screens have higher end computers that can handle the calculations needed for the color.
My computer must be pretty high end because I'm able to have Zoom open with the virtual background on while I'm streaming, while OBS is on, while I'm streaming to YouTube, and all that at the same time. I don't notice any issues.
Yeah, I see almost hardly no edge phasing on your green screen, so it's doing a good job. It's able to
Well, I think until you get to certain areas.
Right now, I don't have YouTube or anything or OBS. All I have
open. Right. Okay, let's start the wave. Ready, Rick? Here we go. Let's go this way. Let's go this. Never mind.
Yeah. See, that's where it comes up in motion. But I'm also running at 24 frames a second, so I'm running it theatrical instead of.
That's kind of slow for 24.
Yeah, it seems. It looks.
Normally you run at 30 frames per second.
Yeah. But 24 kind of gives it that movie look.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice.
Real nice.
There's like a dozen things on my screen. I don't know. Am I going full screen when I talk like y'all do?
Well, I got gallery.
You got to set that. Like right now, I'm in gallery view. To set that, you just go to the top right hand corner, click on the view button, and change it from gallery to active speaker or something.
Speaker.
Gallery to speaker.
Yeah, speaker.
Okay, now I can see it. Gallery. No, I like gallery better. That I can see.
Yeah, now you're full screen.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Now, if you notice behind me, there's spinning globe.
Yes.
That's the green screen. The computer.
You mean that red thing spinning around that looks like it's up on the?
Yeah. I keep thinking my mouse shows up on the screen. It doesn't. But the globe above my head on this side.
Yep.
That's a green screen.
I'm not using a green screen. I'm just doing a filter.
But when you turn off
the
your
matrix screen behind me is another green screen.
But that slows down my hand.
Yep. That's because you're using resources instead of a green screen.
So the Star Trek
background
difference.
When you turned off your background, I still saw. When you turned off your background and showed your green screen a while ago, I still saw that glow that you just pointed to. So I thought it was something physical you had in the room or something.
So yeah, that's me turning my camera image off. Now if I turn off the, where's my filter? There it is. Turn off my chroma key. Yeah, but that's an overlay. Now if I take that globe and I move it behind the green screen, behind my camera, it disappears. But
True.
let's see, how can I do this without screwing it all up? Okay, I'm gonna move my main camera back all the way above my background. Now you can see the other screens that are floating virtually on my background. See those screens? And now I put my main camera in front of those and I push them to the back. So when I go to a green screen window and I actually turn on the green screen, all the items, let me kill my camera, all the items are in place. So it's like 4 different layers of green screen there. And then anything I add, I can add on top of it, my voice modulator, change up scenes and go to different, this is Omar. This stuff is pretty good too. Here we go. It's a light show demonstration.
Nice.
But like I said, it's all done with layering. So with green screens, you can do a lot of tricks that you normally wouldn't be able to do with the type of filter that you have the green screen for. And they're so cheap. I mean, you're talking $20. And just like you said, you can make PVC and make a screen for it. Mine has wrinkles in it. I've hit it with a steamer a couple of times. It still has wrinkles, but if you can stretch it tight, it even works even better. But as you can see, I don't have any issues with mine.
That looks
Unless
good.
I throw shadows on it.
Let me ask you a question here. How are you layering all that stuff?
Using OBS. I'm using
OBS.
Yes, I'm using OBS and I'm using it as layers at the sources.
All right.
But you just move, using the plus and minus keys, you just move up and down what you want to be on
I
top
just
and
drag it.
on
I just
bottom.
click on it and drag it. And you can move it up and down OBS because you have scenes and you have sources.
Yeah, because I've got the zoom as a window capture on top of my video capture for my Wii when I'm playing games.
Right
And
now,
then I have the zoom. Then I have the desktop audio set in OBS to actually record what's coming out of my Bluetooth headphones. Because when I change my main speaker from my computer actually connected to my TV, so when I change sources on my TV to be able to play my game, I wouldn't hear the computer audio unless I'm wearing earbuds or headphones.
Yeah, I use a wave program that does a lot of tricks for that because I have.
Oh, I know that program. That's nice.
What?
I know that program. That's nice.
I was checking to see if my mixing board was hooked up.
Does having your microphone on one of those arms like you do improve your audio at all? Because I just got my microphone on the stand that comes included with the Blue Yeti.
It depends on how you use the mic. It depends on how you speak into the mic, and it depends on the loudness of the background noise in your room. It's a variable. It's a total variable. Right now, I've been working on it I worked on it yesterday, and I worked on it some more a little bit today, but I'm building an old David Clark aviation headset.
Oh, nice.
David Clark's, and I'm modifying
I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, I'm putting a Shure SM10 mic in the end of it, and I'm rebuilding the whole apparatus so I can use it as a mic. It's a single ear. It's not the double ear David Clark. It's a single ear David Clark. And
so you can hear what's going on around you.
Right, I can hear what's going on around me, and then I'd have one ear piece covering me up instead of using these earbuds.
Yes, Gary.
Nice.
He's gonna say,
You do podcasts or something?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I just play around and act a fool and jump on channels and make funny faces and sounds and do weird stuff.
Got some really nice equipment.
I play guitar for my church, and I've been playing guitar since I was about 7 years old, so I've always been into audio video.
So I'm going to step out for a real quick minute and let you guys go. I'm keeping everything running, but I've got to step away. I will be right back.
Okay, Ken, I've got to leave. I got other stuff to do tonight. Thanks.
I know where he's going. I know it. I just know it.
I'll stay on here for another 30 minutes. I really like your setup.
I appreciate it, sir. I put a lot into it because I've always been a perfectionist when it comes to electronics, so I kind of go overboard.
I've been in electronics since I was, 12 years old, I guess. The first computer I worked on was a Commodore PET computer.
My first was a TRS 80 Tandy Radio Shack computer.
Oh, you probably got me beat.
The old trash 80s. I
don't go back quite that far.
Dr. Roth,
Sir,
you ever watch Rick Beato?
Rick Beato, it sounds really familiar, yes. Thanks, Doug.
From that's the name of his channel. He's down in Atlanta. He's
Yes, okay, yeah. He's constantly in a battle because they keep copyright striking him for showing people music. It's like, yeah, they give him hell, poor guy.
He got 2 and 3 days, but he did a long interview with Brian May. It was really good.
Yeah, I saw his video today where he was talking about YouTube and stuff. But I've been watching him for a while.
Yeah. Cool guy. He really knows the stuff.
Dr. Rob, do you know anything about this? I just got enabled for live streaming on my YouTube channel because I'm over 50 subscribers now. I got like 56 or 57. Mm-hmm. So I tried out Streamlabs Monday on my phone when I was mobile live streaming, and it actually used more of my mobile data to use Streamlabs to YouTube than it. And today I live streamed just using the YouTube app, and it used less data, and I was actually had my mobile hotspot turned on my my phone using YouTube from my iPad because my iPad is easier to hold. I was hotspotting from my phone to my iPad to be able to live stream from there so I could hold it easier. But for some reason, it's using less data. It used less data today.
Because you don't have a man in the middle.
But I recorded a longer video, but it used less data.
Yeah, it's because you don't have a man in the middle program because.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only other program I know of that streams well is StreamYard. It's very basic, but it's effective. But it does have its drawbacks also. But the bigger stream programs, the one that I've seen that seems to be really high dollar and high tech is vMix. But it's also, you have to pay for that.
The problem I have with StreamYard is if you want to set up a stream right now on StreamYard and you're using an Android phone, on Android it doesn't give you the option whether you want to go private, unlisted, or public. It automatically goes public and don't give you the option. But on iOS, on iPad, it gives me the option to go.
All that is a line of code that's missing.
to go public or whatever. But if I'm using the normal YouTube app like I did today, I can select either public or unlisted. And if I do unlisted, I can send a link to whoever I want to watch it while it's live, so that not the whole world knows I'm not home. And when I get home or whenever, I can make it public.
Well, the nice thing is that it hasn't happened yet, but I'm observing it. I think it will happen over time. Is slowly you're going to see the applications that you use on your phone are going to slowly start mirroring the applications that you have on the computers to where they'll be integral together. Where, you can actually sit there and everything you can do on the phone, you'll be able to do on the computer and vice versa. That seems to be the technological step. And once that happens, you'll be able to use the same platform on your phone that you can use on your PC.
So I've got a quick question, and then we'll come back to the tech stuff. So I know B.H. Ringer plays the guitar. I know.
I thought this was tech stuff.
Well, we're coming back to it because this is not tech stuff. And
That's
Dr. Rob
okay.
spoke that he might play the guitar, and I have a guitar. Whether I can play it or not, the jury's still out. You guys ever want to try to get together, the three of us, and have a little laughable jam session?
It's very possible, yeah, but they actually have a program that I can't get to work on my machine for some strange reason. I just have to pull the code apart. It's called Jam Kazam.
That was going
Ooh,
to be
I've
my
heard
next
about
question:
that.
is how
Yeah,
would we?
and it's
How would you do
musicians
that?
can-
Because I see YouTube, streams all the time where they got 6, 7 people and they got the
Mhm.
drums and the
And
bass
they're
and
all in different
yeah,
places.
how-
and what
how-
it does is there's a
BH, you
MIDI
up for that?
time code a MIDI time code that'll sync all the audio files.
That's crazy how they
I know.
do it. I've seen it. What, at least 8 times myself. How do they sync it? And they're from all over the world.
MIDI time codes, and it has a lot to do with the data stream. See, if all the data streams go to a central point, and then they're synced, and then from that central point of being synced, they're sent to all the users simultaneously.
That would be so cool if I could play the drums and play the guitar.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Two
but see,
different sessions,
we
and
don't
then link it up to that.
we don't want to be
That's the
synced
whole
that
thing.
way
You could
because
play
it's going to be
live with somebody on the other side of the world, literally.
yeah. We don't want ours to be
No
synced
latency.
because I'm so horrible at it that you guys will be good, and if it's not synced, nobody will ever notice.
Yeah, right.
Well, they're not. But
Depends how much coffee I've had.
Ken,
I'm
you
trying
you
to sync all the
you
time.
shared a Ken, you shared a link that I've seen before where there were 100 drummers and
Oh yeah,
all these. I've seen that video before. I was like, oh yeah, I've seen this before, so I didn't even bother playing it. But that's awesome. What
That
they
was an
did.
AC/DC tune. What was that?
Yeah,
That
it was Thunderstruck,
Thunderstruck?
or Hell's Bells or something.
Yeah, I think it was Thunderstruck. So.
So, Doc, what name is painted on your axe?
What? I can't see chat. What did they say?
What?
I have a non-technical question. Did anybody in here used to smoke? Did anybody in here used to smoke but doesn't smoke now?
Smoke what?
Smoke what?
Cigarettes.
You gotta be specific. There's
Alex,
different
you-
types of smoke now.
Alex, you want me to end the stream before we continue that question? I mean,
I only ask that because today's trivia fact on my calendar is your senses of smell and taste begin to improve 48 hours after you quit smoking.
Oh, God.
Absolutely.
Yes, it does.
Absolute truth.
yes, Jim, I
Absolutely.
will unlock it,
I
and
went
we will be
7
back
years without
to
doing it.
Jim. It's
I can
unlocked
smell
for you
everything.
now.
I had to stop. I had to start smoking again.
What threw you, Doc? The name axe?
Well, I
What?
think I've mentioned it a few times. I've never smoked, and I'm on my 15th year of being sober because of when I was in the military. I drank worse than a fish did. So, but I've never smoked anything. Alcohol, different story.
He
I was
must have
in the
been a liquor
military. That's
guy.
what you do. You go play war, you go drink. You go
I
play war,
didn't
you drink.
inhale. I didn't inhale.
That's what they all say. I didn't inhale. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. Oh, that was one of the presidents. Never
I
mind.
actually sneezed at the same moment. So.
Oh,
Doc, what I
jeez.
was asking you was what brand guitar do you have?
I have my original guitar, which is the one I just showed you in that video. That's my Jackson. I have a Jackson Snakeskin Strat, Dinky Strat.
Nice.
I've got an Epiphone Les Paul custom copy. I've got a LST here. 1 second. Hold on a second. I gotta jump out for a second.
Gibson?
Gibson's nice.
Sorry, my woman was delivering dinner. Okay, so and yeah, EST or ESP? Yeah, I think it's ESP. It looks like a Les Paul, but it's got a wavy bar on it. I have a Covet double neck, Yamaha 12 string. I got quite a few guitars.
Wow. So you really know how to play guitar. I don't even have none of
I
that.
wouldn't say that.
Well, you got
I
more.
learned from all the mistakes.
You got more equipment than I do.
Hi, Jim.
Hey guys.
So I got this thing that I'm working on breeding. This is the mini, and then I got this one. I'm trying to get the two of them to get together and see what comes out, but so far I haven't been too successful.
Mr. Dr. John Falco out here in California, he is a really
That's a joke,
great
by the way.
paddle custom maker.
So how's Jim tonight?
Jim's getting ready to wind down and probably hit the sack in another hour or so.
Hey, Jim.
Hey guys.
Hi, Jim.
That's the drum machine. We're ready to go.
Is your double vision better, Jim?
No, not really.
Oh man, it's
That's not good.
Blackhawks keep doing touch and goes out here. Go away, guys.
Doc, you never heard it referred to as an axe?
Yes. Guitar's always been referred to as an axe.
That's what I was asking earlier about drowned out. I said, what name painted on your axe?
Right now I have crosses and Not of This World.
Nice.
When I played the secular circuit for many, many years. But when I got saved, I suddenly found the missing piece, and the formula was that I was playing music that wasn't benefiting anybody. When I started playing music that had a biblical message behind it, everything seemed to become full circle. So now I play for my church, do the streaming at my church. We play an 80s style hard rock, but with all Christian lyrics. And it works out pretty good. There's a few videos on the channel.
What is your church's YouTube channel?
Our church doesn't have one. It has a Facebook channel, but we don't. The live shows have been real skinny. We've been down to 2 musicians for the last 6 months because we lost a guitar player, a drummer, and a bass player. But it was for good reasons. You know, the drummer became the Lamar drum teacher. The other guitar player has 3 different businesses going, and he doesn't really play guitar that much anymore. And the bass player went on to work as an analyst.
What do you think of Crowder?
I like Crowder. I like his attitude.
Oh, what was that group what was that group that came out here right at the beginning of COVID-19? What is the name of it? Oh, they were awesome.
Did they come out to Fresno?
Excuse me. King and something and King?
King's X?
No. Oh, man. I'm going to have to go look it up.
It's the Kingsmen.
No, it wasn't that.
That sounds like a movie.
They are good. If you're talking about the Southern Gospel group.
Tim's having a semi-senior moment.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
King.
Not a psychiatrist.
Damn it, Jim!
What?
Oh, they were. King and
So it's
Country.
good to see you, Jim. Sorry to hear about your vision. And Jim, I wasn't referring to you. It's a Star Trek thing, you know.
Is he picking on you?
He thinks I am. I'm not.
Doc, have you ever heard of stringing a banjo string on guitar?
Who?
Banjo string.
Banjo strings on the guitar.
Making it up.
I have one of my guitars is a Line 6 Variax that has an onboard computer, and I can flip a switch and turn it to a banjo.
No, it's used to make the seventh string.
Haven't done that yet. I'm pretty much a 6-string slinger.
Just wondered if
Nice.
Brian May came up with it. Brian May came up with it when he was a kid.
I see he's got some stuff going on in the background there. What you got over there, Jim?
Oh, just doing updates on old machines.
Ah.
What a waste of time. Sorry.
Now it's the ongoing saga, just Windows 11 installed on unsupported hardware. Just keep
pull them up every once in a while for Patch Tuesday and make sure they're still getting updates.
Don't you love Patch Tuesday?
Oh, I don't know how y'all are doing with this.
It ain't bad when you got a really fast computer like both of our PCs are, because it only takes a few minutes and they're installed.
Both? Who are you talking about? I think there's at least 2 or 3 of us in here that have decent computers. Maybe 4 or 5.
I think Catherine was trying to jump in.
Yeah, go ahead, Catherine. Sorry.
I did the update for Windows 11. I did it today, and it lasted for like 4 minutes. It's a quick update, and I did not have any problems. So all went well. Good. I'm happy. I have nothing I can complain about. It's very
The updates of my 4 computers and 2 laptops, and I didn't have a problem.
Well, like Ken, my computer ain't getting Windows 11 until it's basically mandatory. Microsoft requires it. But they're not giving it to me. They're not giving it to me, and I'm not searching it out. I mean, I know where to get it, but I don't have any. There's nothing that Windows 11 can do that I know of right now that Windows 10 can't do that I need, and Windows 10 is still getting security updates.
Is PH still there?
Ah, found it.
He is.
Wake up, PH. I got a bust it.
It's for King and Country. Is he still? Oh, did he leave?
No, he's still here.
He's still there. He's just messing.
Oh yeah, Doctor. For
Bless you.
King and Country.
Thank you.
Really awesome.
Excellent group, King and Country, yes.
Yeah, I got to see them live here in Fresno. Well, actually, not in Fresno. It's Larry. I like this video they did for Christmas. Can I share that in chat?
Gentlemen,
Should
I'm
be
have to
able
run
to.
real quick.
Bless you again.
I'm gonna piss off my neighbors is what I'm gonna do.
Hey, Doc, will you take a look at Greg there? He's having problems.
So you had a
But
question
I
for
really
PH
liked
Ringer.
how they had a bunch of drummers in it.
Well, it's a bunch of drummers odd. I've heard. It's cool.
Well, don't make me change my background again. Come on now.
Is it for King? Is it for King and Country or just King and Country?
For King and Country. I'll put it in chat right now. I just found it. Chat.
When did Biden become king?
Here it is. The drummers are awesome. I love it. And I know how to play drums.
Oops, wrong button. So, Jen, the reason it was locked is we had a guy who bombed us the other night, and he was persistent and was not going to quit. So we figured out we could lock the meeting, and we haven't had any issues since. So
Who did you piss off?
I accidentally
Somebody.
let the credentials out 2 nights ago. It was my fault. I mean,
Okay.
And,
So basically, I'm now Bill Engvall. Here's your sign.
basically, you are, yes.
Hey, Jim, did you get the results of the test back yet?
Yeah. All the test results are in. The neurologist thinks it's just an eye muscle weakness in one of the eyes that's causing the problem. Because the double vision isn't everywhere. It's only like in certain places. If I'm trying to look down at the bench right now, I got double vision. If I'm looking straight ahead into the camera, I don't have any problem. If I look to the left, I get some double vision. If I look to the right, everything is fine. It's very it's very specific. It's very weird.
That is weird.
We're still working on it.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
Yeah, well, at least the headaches and the eyelid droop went away. I don't have those anymore, so I'm. Let's just put it this way: it's reasonable enough for me to drive again. For the last week and a half, I haven't been able to drive.
Oh wow.
Excellent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Between the double vision and the eyelid droop, I was so screwed up. There's no way. So my wife played the taxi driver for the last week and a half, which I'm sure she's thrilled about.
Yeah, but it's safer if you have problems like this. It's safer not to drive at all. Yes, not to cause any accidents. Yes.
Yeah, well, I took myself out.
That's
I
good.
basically got to the point where I'm like, there's no way I can deal with this right now.
Sure.
Well, that's a good sign, Jim, because it means she still likes you.
Well, the jury's still out on that. Well, let's put it this way. My favorite saying for stuff like that is, every morning I wake up, it's a good day because it means I've made it through the night without a pillow over my face.
Yeah. And you're not laying on your stomach.
No.
Wait, what? I wake up every morning with a pillow on my face. Am I supposed to be concerned?
Only if it's tightly over your face.
There's about 115-pound weight on it, but I've never really paid attention.
Wow. Yeah, well.
I wake up every morning.
BH, where's
I
the
wake
snare
up every
drum?
morning with
Where's the rim shot?
my face in my pillow because I sleep on my stomach.
Well, Jim and Ken do that all the time.
No, I don't sleep on my stomach. Never have.
That's another thing I've never done.
Me neither.
By the same token, I can't sleep on my back either.
I can't either. I'll stare at the ceiling all night if I do that.
Let me change the background to sleep talk.
If I sleep on my back with nothing under my, if I sleep on my back with nothing under my feet to prop my feet up, my heels start hurting after probably 30 minutes an hour of.
That's
So
right.
if I'm going to sleep on my back, I have to have a
Oh, that was
pillow
cool.
underneath my. But at some point during the night, I end up turning over on my stomach. As long as I keep my feet on the pillow, it's okay.
Hold up, people. The dog's on the meter. He's charging us.
Wow, that's really
I sleep on
behind.
my back without overheating. That's one problem I have.
Well, then I don't guess you would want to sleep with an electric blanket like I have. Like I do.
I sleep with nothing, no sheets, no blanket.
I set my heater to 72, and of course I've got one of those smart thermostats. It cranks down throughout my sleep, and right before I wake up, it turns up to 73, and I'm good to go. And before I go out the door, it shuts down to 60 degrees because I'm not home. I have it.
It's
Well,
true.
Greg's got an electric sofa.
Right now we've technically got our heater on. Of course, but it's our heat stayed on. When the heat's on, it stays on about 68.
So I'm going to real quick, let me jump in here. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. The lag is just bothering me. We've been 2 hours and 23 minutes as it is. I've been experimenting with how the Zoom goes out. Nobody said anything one way or the other, but the lag is just killing me. So I may come back. I'm not sure, but I will not end the Zoom, but I am ending the stream. Tony, Dragon, Logan.
Dinner's getting cold.
Did you get the link to the drummer boy?
Yes, I did. That's in the Zoom chat. So I will
Jam
end this, and
Kazan.
we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Look it up. Jam Kazan. There's
Do what?
GM Kazan. That's the one you got to look up. Is GM Kazan.
Yeah, tomorrow night's dilemma again is IU plays Iowa at 8 o'clock, and it's gonna be tough. So, but I'll be here. See you guys tomorrow.
Well, I got to go to